Alright, welcome back to Thronebreaker. So I've lost Ache. Nothing to be done. I wasn't gonna kill the dragon. Just didn't sit right to me, to be honest. Got a lot of fucking gold though from that, holy crap. Was it worth losing Ache? Probably not, honestly. He is a really good card. Especially the way I was playing it. Actually, a lot of my deck was built around the idea that I would have cards like him, but still. Such is the way of things in Thronebreaker. I'm actually surprised they were ballsy enough to do this. Which does make it a superior game to the fucking base game of The Witcher 3. It's like choices, consequences, impact. Ooh. Alright, man. Holy crap. That's, wood is really damn expensive here. Well, I guess I saved Siegfried's father from an untimely demise, at least. He died fighting the Manticore in lore, I think.
Meve squinted, the better to see the scene. Several dozen dwarves had gathered on the cliff overlooking the chasm. All were turned towards a ramp, at the peak of which stood a barrel.
What is that gathering about?
Asked the queen.
Have we a feast day?
Nay,
Answered Gabor grimly.
'tis an execution.
A hairy head peeked out of the barrel. The long, pointy nose and ears left no doubt that it belonged to a gnome. The first Meve had ever seen in her life.
Help! Save me!
The gnome yelled.
They aim to kill me! Cast me in the chasm!
Shut your maw!
Barked the dwarf standing next to him, who then shoved the gnome inside the barrel and covered it with a lid.
Your crimes! The sheer weight of him, hey? No lighter punishment is fitting.
The other gathered dwarves nodded approvingly. Two gripped the barrel, lay it on its side, then lifted it to cast in the chasm, paying the thumping from inside it no heed.
Should I? Whatever.
Meve leapt from her horse, and ignoring Gabor's objections, scrambled up the ramp.
Oi! You're not allowed! Hey, damn it! What do you think you're doing?
I think it's obvious. Preventing the execution.
Thanks be to the gods!
Whoa, wench, you've no such right. Judgment's been handed down. Sentencing's done.
Yes, and a cruel sentence it is. One that prompts me to wonder what the accused did to deserve it.
Better to ask what he didn't do, the varmint. Arrived here with his peddler's wagon full of tricks and gadgets. Went from house to house, praised his rubbish to the high heavens, and what's it he sold us? Bombs that go off in your hand. Beer growth formula that makes your hair catch fire. Music boxes for the kiddies. Once cranked, they never plough in stop.
You needed but to loosen the screw in the back and...
Shut your maw, ye roaster. Doesn't it matter all that? 'Cause we'd have forgiven it if he hadn't broken our sacred rules and hallowed customs.
Which ones, if you don't mind me asking?
Enter the smithy, cap on his head, held nails between his teeth, and poured fruit syrup in his beer. Raspberry. Blech.
just the once, and but a few drops.
You got nothing to explain your villainy, scoundrel. Not a thing. And that's not even the worst. Saved his highest crime for the end. He was in a mine. And he whistled.
Are you shitting me?
Oh, aye, that's bad. Shouldn't have done that.
Aye, he did. Whistled. Through his teeth. And hummed in harmony, a long warble. We all heard it up and down the shaft, and our grand-elders were clear. Death's the punishment. Death by barrel roll.
You know, I think I should buy his freedom.
Your land, your laws, I shall not argue with them. But perhaps there is another way. Can a bail be posted?
Well, the law does allow for something of the sort. But I don't see how the job is worth it.
Oh, aye. He is. He is.
Willing I am to take him at his word. Does that suffice?
Aye. But just so's we're clear. No returns, no refunds. Now get the hell out of that barrel, you wee shite.
I wonder if
My
this is
lady.
worth it.
I haven't a way to thank you.
That we've yet to discuss. Perhaps first we should learn each other's names?
Aye, yes, of course. What a prat of me. Barnabas. Barnabas Beckenbauer. To friends, Bibi.
Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia.
Queen. Cows in the corn, colour me honoured. Your Majesty, obeisance due.
None necessary. Protocols for use at court, not beyond it. An inventor you deem yourself. Am I right?
Most assuredly. Though, truth be told, the dwarves saw no ingenuity in my craft. Seems I'm ahead of my time.
Fiery bursts in the palm of your hand. They shall be in fashion one day, to your mind.
Oh, nay, just a bit of misfortune, that's all that was. You see, I mistook mercury fulminate for saltpeter. The vials stood beside each other, see, and...
The details I need not know. But one matter I am curious about. Could you construct a bomb that would explode when desired? For instance, beneath my foe's feet as they stepped over it.
Of course I can. It's simple.
Why then? You wish to show your gratitude? You must join my ranks. Assist me to defeat Nilfgaard.
Defeat Nilfgaard? Pure ambition, that is. But I'd have been a barrel of broken bones at the bottom of a ravine, if not for you. I'll do what you ask to pay off my debt.
And thus, for the first time in Lyrian annals, a gnome enlisted with the army. And though Barnabas Beckenbauer was diminutive of body, this new recruit would prove his worth on more than one occasion.
Alright. I think the game wanted me to get rid of Eek.
You change your mind, lass, let me know, eh? Well, you change your...
Sure, gladly, why not? There was no reason. I mean, I could get the bail.
Your Majesty, allow me once again to express my undying gratitude.
You're most welcome, Barnabas, but please, we haven't need for any formalities when speaking alone.
Well, of course. How might I help you then?
I like to know. No, I must know who I travel with. Please do tell me about yourself.
About me? I've most civil relations with dwarves, as you saw. But is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
Why not start at the beginning? Tell me where you hail from, perhaps.
Oh, right. Well, I was born in the distant south, in Tir Tokhair. My mother was a washerwife, my father, an armourer. Soon as I'd passed 40 winters and could strike out on my own, I left the family, my native parts. So I've been on the road now about, 20-odd years.
Indeed. A rather long while. Did the south simply not suit you?
Oh, I wouldn't say that exactly. It's just staying would have meant stepping into my father's shoes. Then forging blade after blade, plate after plate. Oh, just thinking on it sets my head a-spinning. Not for me, that, no. No, nature. The world's so rich in mysteries, in wonders left to discover, and ways to make it a better place.
By building bombs that explode in the hand, for instance.
As those bearded fellas say, Mahakam wasn't built in a day. Besides, nobody was seriously hurt by those malfunctions. Not many, at any rate.
At the moment, have you any invention you've worked on? One that's near complete?
Oh, so kind. Oh, wonderful, you should ask. See, I've ever had an avian fascination. For birds, you see. Their wings, bones, the structure's perfect. The aerodynamicism, the plumage. In short, I believe I can fly.
I beg your pardon.
Yes. Yes, I'm learning to fly. 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 You've not misheard. I, Barnabas Beckenbauer, will be the first gnome... Oh, what am I saying? The first mammal to free himself of the soil's bondage and soar to the clouds.
But aren't bats also?
Ha! A detail. This is no time to be petty. No, but frankly, my preparations are far advanced, and I'm rather optimistic about my design and prospects. I've calculated every trajectory, every force. It all works out. Just need to do a few more field tests.
Did you have volunteers try it, or did you test the design yourself?
Naturally, I must stay on the ground. Who take all the measurements elsewise. Luckily, there's no lack of thrill-seekers in Mahakam. Most eager to etch themselves into the annals. My first prototype, the Skylicker, I dubbed it. Oh, Your Majesty, if you'd only seen the beauty. Flew over 120 Ls.
Truly? Colour me impressed indeed. He must have made quite the name for himself, your brave volunteer. I'm certain he's caught the eye of every she-dwarf in Mahakam since.
Oh no, he's dead. The landing, it was rough. And then a bear sauntered by, didn't help any. Anyhow, as he died, the dwarf swore he regretted nothing. Brave lad. A bit daft, though.
I see. But the next time you request I try one of your inventions, I'd ask you to remind me of this touching tale. Time I attended to other...
Ah, yes, you're still here. Off you go, then.
Well, alright, I lost Eek. Shame on that, but such is the way of things. I sort of expected that would happen, though, at one point or another. Besides, the way they were handling that dragon situation was clear as day that I was gonna lose him. Still, I made what decision I thought was correct, even if it does hurt me. In the end. Anyway. He did seem a bit of a hardline in respect to that. I got a lot of coin for it, but was it worth losing him? Yeah, probably not. What am I gonna do with all this coin anyway?
Every year more monsters crawl out for spring cleaning.
I wonder why I hear Yarp and Zigrin everywhere. And yet Yarpen is not here.
Remember, if you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bite with him. Never, ever whistle in the mines.
Any particular reason?
Now hold on. Pour you some hooch first. Makes for merrier marching when things get frosty.
Alright, cheers. What's next?
A blizzard's blowing in. Your Grace, perhaps we'd best pitch camp and wait for clear weather.
Tain't a bad idea. Said we might be waiting a week.
Then we march on. We've no time to waste. While we ride to and fro begging aid, Nilfgaard grows in power. We must obtain reinforcements as quickly as possible and liberate our home.
Alright. Standard battle. Death from above. Well, we lost a knight, we got an inventor. No, I forgot to actually put them in the deck anyway. Knickers!
Arbalista, your command.
Left, right, left, right.
All right, that's no problem.
Alright, we need to deal with these two. Somehow.
Yeah, yeah!
Again and again and again.
As ordered.
Quick and painful this'll be.
I'd hoped we could solve this
Done.
some other way.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Company! Forward march!
Tell me you jest.
Getting to work.
We'll catch 'em all!
I'm of all say.
What do you want of me?
For you, pal! Anything. Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
One boat's all I need.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Well, that was a bad situation, all things considering. Alright, that will do better.
We'll catch 'em all!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
The chase is on!
Left, right, left, right.
Alright, I can summon a lot of cards as a result of this.
Hey? Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth? Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Again and again and again.
Alright, that kills them.
Tell me you jest.
Ow! Company! company! Forward march!
When will you ever learn?
All right.
One boat's all I need.
What do you want of me?
All right, that's no problem.
All right. I think I'll end the turn. And if the dog eats some of the treats, well, not. All right. I see dwarves. A tree. I think it's here somewhere. Maybe. Let me see these new cards. He creates a trinket.
Meve rode on in silence, endeavoring to work out the length of her exile thus far. A scout's call tore her from her reverie.
Your Grace! You must see this!
With a grave mien, the soldier indicated a track in the snow. The hobnail boot print was all too familiar. Meve had seen it before, upon Lyria's sandy tracks, and midst the ashes to which Edern had been turned.
Nilfgaardian footmen.
Seethed Meve.
Marched through of late.
Interrupted Gascon.
A day. Perhaps 2 days past.
The scouts had learned a Nilfgaardian caravan with an armed escort had recently arrived in Mahakar. The invaders had brought with them chests brimming with gold and jewels, then exchanged these for the finest Mahakaman-forged swords and spears. A scout gave me one of the coins the Blackclads had used for payment. Upon the coin's back, the Lyrian eagle.
They pay with gold from my vault.
The Queen said through gritted teeth.
For arms that will cut down my fighting men and subjects.
We might yet pursue and hunt them down,
said Reynard, a spark in his eye.
And make certain Ebdahi never lays hands on those weapons.
You might, I can.
Piped up Gabor, who had been listening to their exchange.
But you might also recall, we Mahakamans are neutrals who assure all guests within our borders safety. True, formally speaking, the Nilfgaardians have passed outside them, but attack him a stone's throw from our gates, and you'll see Brewer's rage come out his ears as steam, and out his arse as fire.
Fine.
No war's outcome has been swayed by a few wagons of arms, no matter their quality,
said the Queen, vaulting into her saddle.
Yet if we turn Brewer against us, I dare say we shall never wrest our land from black-clad hands.
The Queen's men regretted her reluctance to attack, but none tried to dissuade her. They knew her too well.
Such is the way of things. I've already paid enough of a price in terms of decision making. It's there.
Greetings. What is it? If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get her done in no time.
I mean, I kinda understand the notion.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
Greetings. What is it? There's been a mistake. I'm no mage. If anyone asks, you've not seen me. Greetings. What is it?
Pissing in the moat? Oh, you're dead.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Well, this is clearly something I need to consider. Yeah, I'll deploy the catapult end the turn.
Greetings. What is it?
Alright, try again.
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
Greetings. What is it? If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get her done in no time.
I need to try this again, actually. Well, get the... If I can get them to spawn... No. If I can get them to spawn right next to it. That seems to be the key there, isn't it?
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get her done in no time.
How the fuck am I supposed to achieve this? I don't... There we go, fucking finally.
Greetings. What is it? If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful. Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs. Pissing in the moat? Oh, you're dead.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage. Greetings. What is it?
Stop your yapping and start digging.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me. There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Yeah, finally, the trick was the catapult. I was looking at this from the wrong perspective. Maybe we get the dragon to help us out. Who knows? I got a bit frustrated there with that battle, but so be it.
Meve squinted and gazed off into the distance. It seemed to her that hundreds of black patches covered the peaks on the horizon. Once she had ridden up closer, she realized these were the windows of homes carved out of solid rock.
Our pride this was,
sighed Gabor.
Burra's Rump. A city carved out of mountain rock. Hundreds of miles of tunnels, dozens of steelworks, smithies and forges. Now, it's a vast lair to monsters. They ooze from underground, weave their nests, hatch their young, and when hunger hits them in the gut, they prowl down into the pass.
Meve stood at the entrance to the underground city. The monumental gate, cast in bronze, lay on the ground, folded multiple times as a scroll of paper. Out of blackened windows oozed a stench of rotting meat and mold. The queen bent an ear to hear water dripping, and, in the distance, a metallic scraping. A sound akin to chitinous scales rubbing against rock.
The soldiers await your order, your grace,
said Reynard quietly, as if he feared he would wake the beasts asleep in the caverns.
Do you recall my words as we fled Lyria?
Said Meve, turning to Reynard.
You swore you would retake your crown, even if you had to penetrate hell to do so.
Time to follow that oath.
The queen inhaled deeply and stepped forward, her sword raised and prepared to strike or parry. Moments later, it was swinging, biting, as the current tenants of Burrows Rump came out to meet her.
Alright. The battle will only last one round. We need to destroy the monster then.
Oh,
that's good enough.
This stench is foul.
I'd like to make it known that us gnomes don't run so fast. You know, in case you were planning to skip out on the quick.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Ah! Ah, damn it! They're hatching! Place is about to swarm with creepers!
What do you want of me?
What? Oh, yes, I'm on it.
One boat's all I need. Oh, sorry, turnips back for an encore.
Alright. We may get more of them. I don't know if I can destroy the monster nest.
Fear not. We shall achieve our goal.
Hold on, I'll try again. Maybe you get more archers this time. It's kind of annoying fighting monsters. They truly are a horde faction. Yeah, this will do. Dope.
Oh, this stench is foul.
I'd like to make it known that us gnomes don't run so fast. You know, in case you were planning to skip out on the quick.
All right, that's no problem. Ah, damn it! They're hatching! Place is about to swarm with creepers!
Hey? The chase is on!
Alright, they'll destroy that nest, I guess. Well, all I need is Meave's ability, I guess.
One boat's all I need.
Getting to work.
Give me a target.
This way! Follow me!
That worked. We did it.
Though wounded, Meave approached the Shaelmar, which lay writhing on the ground. She then ran her sword through its heart, finishing it. Yet so spent was she that she lacked the strength to pull her blade from between the plates of the chitinous armor.
The beast near took me.
She whispered.
It was very close.
The Lyrians reached a vast hall that had once served the clans as their meeting room. The stone benches were covered in sticky slime and insectoid eggs, while bats of varying size hung from the crystal chandeliers. Gascon rummaged through old, weathered bones, surely hoping to find something of value. Gabor, in turn, was at a shut and locked door, grappling with it as if it were a deadly beast. The door finally gave way with a sigh, and the dwarf raised his arms in a triumphant gesture.
It's a storeroom. Should hold miners' tools aplenty,
he said, enthused.
Some barrels of alchemical brews in here too. Lucky there's no sign of moisture. They haven't soaked through. All's we've got to do is roll them out into the corridor and set a bit of fire to them, and whoomph! We'll have sealed the beasts off from the pass once and for all.
Meave treated the dwarves' instructions as hallowed. Soon after, the mountains trembled from a powerful explosion. Rubble came down and blocked the tunnels. They say the plumes of smoke escaping the window openings in the rock could be seen as far as Aldersburg.
Alright, that was a bit of what next? Over there, I guess. What's this? Alright. Another piece of the puzzle. What next? Well, the storm passed away at the very least.
Dark clouds hovered over the horizon, and a strong gale snapped their banners.
Damn it, a storm's coming. Gabor! Take us to the nearest settlement. We must seek shelter.
Soon, the Lyrians arrived in Stoolcap. The town square proved full of folk. Several dozen dwarves laden with large sacks and satchels stood about in smaller groups. When a thick snow began to fall, the dwarves cheered. Tears streamed down the cheeks of several, but Meve could not tell if they issued from some fortuitous occurrence, or if the strong wind had wrung moisture from their eyes.
What is it we witness? Why do they rejoice at a snowstorm?
Asked Meve, pulling her hood over her head.
Well, the Blizzard's good cause to postpone their expedition by another day.
Gabor responded.
See, they've been conscripted by drawn lots to be settlers, found homes in a village in Black Brookvale. 7 expeditions have gone that way already, and none survived longer than a year. Valley's cursed. No two ways about it.
Intrigued, Meve proceeded to speak with the settlers' leader. He confirmed Gabor's claim. He had buried many a previous colonist. All had been abnormally thin, pale, prematurely greyed, as if some wraith had drawn the lifeblood out of them. Once the dwarf had finished his tale, he gripped the Queen's hand firmly, and promising a generous reward, begged that she and her Lyrians accompany the expedition to Blackbrook Valley.
'Tain't far. Mere few leagues north along the main road. We'll make the march much easier to ken with the whole army, in case of any danger.
I know not how useful our swords can be against curses and spectres,
said Meve.
but leave you bereft and in need I will not. We shall march with you into Blackbrook Vale and see to it that you are safely arrived. Then we will march on.
The dwarf sped off to announce the good tidings to his settler brethren. By the time the blizzard had abated, they were ready to march.
Be bold. Take on challenge. Always dark. Waiting's pain. Fall down 7 times. Be bold.
Alright. So, gonna be north that I'm heading. Alright, gotta keep going.
Stay clear of Borrow's Rump! Unless you like the Elder gets a wee stranger every year. Scary to think where he'll be 100 from now. I'd cut my beard. The Elder gets a wee... I'd cut my beard, but I haven't yet received written permission.
Wait, you need written permission? Damn it, bro. Fetch the gold. Alright, that can help. I certainly have enough gold for this kind of affair. The valley? Where is that valley? I have no fucking clue. Harpy battle. Let's deal with it. Solanas, eh? Yeah, I'll use these two.
Again,
be too difficult.
Again and again.
After 3 turns on third start, Harpy egg.
Alright, that's no problem.
Totally.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Ooh. Heal up.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
play this. Oh, no. A bear.
What do you want of me?
It's not too late to walk away.
I am not walking away, though. Alright, I won this round. Or did I? Damn bitch. I can't pass once I use an ability though. That's the issue.
Left, right, left, right.
We'll catch them all!
Give me a target.
Fear not. We shall achieve our goal.
The chase is on!
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket. Tell me you jest.
For you, pal, anything.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
Yeah, more orders.
Arbalist at your command.
Alright, that's a... Okay. One there. Chest over here. Alright, gotta keep moving.
Meve had stopped and was removing packed ice from her mare's fetlocks when Gabor Zigrin approached. The dwarf squatted at the queen's side, glanced about quickly, then started speaking in a barely audible whisper.
Your Majesty, I overheard some folk talking in the smithy. Birdies claim there's treasure, true riches, in the hills near Brookvale, south of here. Stowed away there. And nobody dares go looking for it on account of beasts that have made their lairs there. But you've got a wee army behind you. I reckon you could try. Might be worth the risk, eh?
The queen brushed the snow from her knees, and raising a hand against the glaring sunlight, peered towards the mountains. Though tempted, she had doubts. To start, the rocky scree at their feet warned clearly of avalanches.
I shall think on it,
she answered, before vaulting into her saddle.
Like Brookvale holds many secrets and many treasures. Discover unforgiving. Discover you unforgiving winters come. Fear no snow nor icy gale.
Okay, Black Brookvale. This one, you mean? What's this? Another damnable puzzle. I guess we're making ale. Finish your cold ale before Gabor does. Gascon versus Gabor. This should be fun. Well, that was tricky.
Impossible. I can't believe it. Gascon, he drank a dwarf under the table.
I've said it before, I think, dear Reynard. You simply underestimate him.
Yeah. Alright.
The following is proclaimed by formal decree of the Elder. From here on in, you're on your own, wench.
How lovely.
In Black Brookvale, you're advised to never stop or stray. Follow in Black.
Alright. Let's go.
What is this place?
Black Brookvale.
Quite lovely.
Aye, and damned dangerous. Keep your arms at the ready.
Okay then. Nah, there's where I need to go, I guess. A troll. Fight we must. Move all units except the bridge troll to the other side of the battlefield. Do not let any unit die. Perhaps an ice, no. Move all units. Move a unit to one place to the right. Alright, we won. Killed the beast, apparently. I'll use that after I deal with whatever battle I might have to. Or there might be something that saps the morale of my men. I don't know. What the hell? Well, we know not. Nonetheless, we search the cave. Yeah, lost 20 soldiers, but... guessing it was worth it. Ah, shove it. I'm not gonna come back here anyway. Alright, the Elder in Chief, he's gotta be told. Bat. A standard battle. Nothing to write home about anyway. There we go. Every four turns, a turn starts. Hunt the highest non-hunted enemy and move it to the other row. Damage all hunted units by 4. Okay.
Left.
By 1.
Right. Left. Right. Again and again and again.
My pain serves a purpose.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Our ballista, your command.
The chase is on!
Annoying, but I suppose it is inevitable.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Make love, not war.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
You sure about that?
Armor won't save.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
What? Oh, yes, I'm on it.
Alright, I'm gonna probably stop. Well, pass after the next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna pass soon enough. There's no reason to go until the end of here. The AI is struggling. Doesn't have many good decisions. I'd say 54 is enough when we've got such an advantage. Yep, victory. Closer than I would have liked, but still victory. Morale works. Cross the bridge.
Black Brookvale. The name itself embodied infamy. Neve arrived expecting misty ravines, decrepit trees bound in spiders' webs, and swarms of bats. What she saw was a warmly gurgling stream and the valley's gentle slopes blanketed in crocus blooms. Only a village of abandoned, ruined huts and a cemetery stretching to the horizon behind it attested to the valley's grim past.
The village seems shrouded in a guise. Be not deceived,
said the Queen.
Reynard! Some men to search the environs for any sign of life.
The blood-curdling roar that came from the ruins a moment later proved the Queen's caution warranted beyond any doubt.
Alright then, special rules. Hauntings are more common than you think. We need to deal with the Cursed Valley. Will only last one turn. Wait. Yeah, replace that one. I don't need that. That one. Alright. Good.
Protect the settlers!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
All right, that's no problem.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
We'll catch 'em all!
Fear not. We shall achieve our goal.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
Right, left, right.
The chase is on!
One boat's all I need.
Alright.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
When will you ever learn?
Yeah, his spell. That will work. Chance of winning for the enemy 0.
Oh, sorry, turnips back for an encore.
Again and again and again.
180. Nothing I can do at this point. Well, I could have used ointment, but yeah. Doesn't matter at this stage.
Likely the last, that one. Should be safe now.
Maybe so.
Following the victory, the settlers' hopes seemed renewed. Could the beasts they felled have killed the previous lot of colonists? Perhaps the curse that had long hung over Blackbrook Vale was at last broken.
We thank ye, your majesty.
The settlers' leader said, slipping the satchel from his shoulder.
You've granted us new hope. And a new home.
The dwarves had rolled up their sleeves, were prepared to go at the huts to repair them, when one of their number cried out.
Hold! There's something here. Something reeky.
A voice most familiar, thought Meave. Yes, for it belonged to Barnabas, the rescued inventor. The gnome had elbowed his way to the fore, stood on his toes, extended his nose, and inhaled through it like a pointing hound seeking out wildlife. Ignoring all queries, Barnabas had then sat down on the brook bank, filled a glass flask with water, and was now holding it up against the sunlight, dipping into it the tip of his tongue and some strange scraps of paper extracted from the depths of the pockets of his patched coat. Finally, Barnabas stood, brushed his backside clean, and announced his findings.
Well, we know with some certainty the reason for the settlers' demise. 'Twere not beasts, no. They prowled in later, drawn by fresh graves. 'Twas the water. Oh, roll your eyes and whirl your fingers all you want, and then, here at the brook, nary a fish. All poisoned by subterranean fumes.
The dwarves hemmed, hawed, and grumbled, and were a heartbeat from abandoning the Vale for good. Then Barnabas reached into his satchel and extracted a device of his own making he termed an aqua purificator. That is to say, a water cleaner, as odd as it may seem.
You need but siphon water through this straw. Then drink up, worry-free.
Thus Meave rode out of Blackbrook Vale, deep satisfaction in her heart. The dwarves extolled her for being bold, shrewd, and wise, while Gabor ensured this praise would likewise reach the meaty ears of Elder Hoog.
Alright then.
We're the dwarves of Mount Carbon, hoo-hoo-ha, hoo-hoo-ha, and 2 hammers is our sign, is our sign. We're the dwarves of... We've... Spell me ale. We're the dwarves of Mount Carbon, hoo-hoo.
Well, I guess that worked, right? Alright, we keep going. Quite a ways to go, though, right? Until we reach that particular point. I'd say one more video worth than Mahakam itself, right? What's this?
The rumors Gabor had overheard were true. Scouts returned with news of a cavern at whose mouth lay rotted logs, an indication that something of great weight may have been rolled inside. Chests full of gold, for instance. Then again, paw tracks clearly showed some beasts had made the cave their home.
Right. Decision time. Enter or scramble back down,
said Gascon, rubbing his hands together for warmth.
Please hurry. This frost is downright biting.
We've scaled this high. Foolish we'd be to descend empty-handed. Fall in behind me!
The Queen took the fore, sword in one hand, torch in the other. The flickering flame's glow illuminated the cave's interior, casting long shadows. Meave was certain some horror would leap at her at any moment. And she was not at all wrong.
Eliminate the Shelmar. Alright, say that's good enough.
Follow me! Together now!
Anyone...
Shut up.
Alright, that's no problem.
Thirsty troll, fuck.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
I would have preferred the Narbalist, but I'll make do.
Left, right, left, right.
My pain serves a purpose.
One bullet's all I need.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Again and again and again.
Give me a target.
I'd hoped we could solve this some other way.
Wait, you're serious?
Treasure trove ought to be close now. Come on.
Yeah, victory. Not exactly the way I would have preferred to do it.
As soon as the last beast had fallen, the Lyrians took to seeking out the treasure. Soldiers dispersed throughout the caverns in a rush, penetrating every last corner. Finally, one called out,
Got it! Got the treasure right here! Treasure! Shiny stuff!
A number of steel-reinforced chests lay up against the cavern wall. Neve blew the dust from the lid of one and lifted it with some difficulty. She had hoped for gold and jewels, bars of Mahakaman steel at the least. Instead, she saw thousands of time-tarnished copper coins with a hole through their center.
What's this bloody crap? Tokens of some sort?
Aye, that's right. Holy Guldens, we call them. They're, currency in Mahakam. Get our wages in them. Use them to cop victuals and hooch.
What of arms, armor, tools?
Nah, Oh, that's given to us. Clan provides it. Is that what you need? Weapons? Oh, feel the Egypt now. Brought you here for no reason.
Yet these tokens, they can be exchanged for other coin, can they not? Temerian orens or Novigrad crowns?
Aye. Doable in theory, but not at all clever. Rates are crap. See, the elders keep 'em low to make life difficult for dwarven folk. Discourage 'em from leaving Mahakam.
What's this? Common dwarves use no gold? You cannot be serious.
Yet I am. What good's gold to them? Clan gives them all they need. And victuals and hooch beyond need, they get for tokens.
Yet you trade with humans. Gold coin you take for your goods, the coin must serve a purpose. What is it?
We hoard it all. In vaults. Great piles. Down bottom lie ducats dating from the reign of that dozy ham-shanker King Dagrid.
And you do not put it to use? Acquire anything for it? Then it's true what folks say, that you love gold too much to part with it. Hoard it for pleasure, as dragons do.
Point of fact. That there's pure drivel. Gold's a metal like any other, just yellow. We hoard it for our safety.
Your safety? I fear again, I simply don't follow.
Couldn't be simpler. Soon as human folk get it in their heads we's a thorn in their side, we'll spend it. All of it, in a jiffy. Excess coin supply, that's called. Matter of days, gold'll be worth less than sawdust. And you're tossing banks and economies, bam, on their arses. There'll be nothing left of them. They'll cave in faster than a mine shaft with rotten props. Why are you all ogling me? With human folk for neighbours, we dwarves got to be damn vigilant, as sheep round wolves.
So how can these tokens serve me?
We must trade them. Even should we get a pittance, it will be something. The soldiers demand their pay.
Ah, your bum's out the windy. Fighting men want full dixies and tankards of hooch. Coins but a means to that end.
What do you suggest then?
As I've been saying, the tokens we use to purchase nourishment and mead, and what you've got in those chests, why, that'll do to fund a feast the likes of which Mahakam's not seen since Brewer was sworn in as Elder-in-Chief. The fighting men'll eat and drink their fill, carouse about and forget their due and pay right quick. And invite the local dwarves to feast with you, and the clans'll look kinder on you too.
Alright. Fine, we'll throw a feast.
Caution be damned.
Your Grace, I feel obliged to remind you we are at war with Nilfgaard, and every copper...
Should go to building our army, I know. But we live but once, Reynard. Sir Gabor, take the tokens, and arrange me a feast so grand that Ebdahi himself shall hear us revel.
As Meave's force could not possibly fit in a tavern, the feast was laid out in a storehouse. Crates arranged in rows served as tables and benches, while the windows were festooned with lion's foot and pasque flower. Great barrels of mead, cognac, and vodka were rolled in, and when the soldiers saw this, they broke out in cheers and laughter that lasted till dawn.
Pour us another round, you lovable Lyrian bastards!
For he's a jolly good a jolly good dwarf.
There was food and drink enough for the dwarves of the pass, who, with Meave's men, raised tankards in hand and voices in song the night through. To see them sharing tales and playing cards, one would not believe that anywhere down the mountains, through woods and across plains, humans and dwarves might, for the softest slight, leap at each other, murder in their eyes.
Well, that was a good time, wasn't it? Alright. Costin signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more.